I'm here at Industry 9's state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Asheville, North Carolina to check out every stage of manufacturing of their Made in America hubs. Asheville is a city in the Blue Ridge Mountains in the western part of North Carolina, known for its fast-growing mountain bike scene with riding spots like Pisgah Forest, DuPont and Canoga. With almost 7,000 metres of elevation and a big variety of trails, it's somewhere that should be on the travel list for mountain bikers if you get the chance to go. The recently introduced Industry 9 Hydra 2 hub has been a big step up in refinement from the original and super popular Hydra hub, but it's kept some of the features that riders have come to know and love, like the almost instantaneous power pickup. So from raw material to the final product, let's take a look at the hub technology and how it's produced. Since 1969, the machine shop of Industry 9 has made parts of aircraft, medical equipment, nuclear submarines, and more. But since 2005, it's all been about mountain bikes. So we're here to take a look at the Hydra 2 hub, which is their trail, enduro, downhill, and e-bike hub, but they do make others in here. But they've made and sold over 100,000 of the original Hydra hubs. So they've used all those learnings to update it to a Hydra 2. Right, here we go. Here are some Industry 9 Hydra 2 hubs, but let's take a look over at the machine shop. I want to look at how these things are manufactured. It all starts with a slug of 7075 aluminium billet that is drilled, machined, and then profiled. Next come what we call the spoke hammers and the brake flange. You can see the spoke flange has been updated since the Hydra 1, so they actually use this machine tool to cut both edges at 45 degrees at the same time. You can see it's almost like a flower shape compared to the old Industry 9 Hydra hub, and that actually reduces a pressure point with the spoke. Once the hub shell has taken shape, it then goes into tumble polishers, wet and dry, to deburr it and then highly polish it. Next up is the important colour part, and they have 12 different anodised colours to choose from. That takes process of cleaning, deoxing, acid tanks, then the all-important dye, and then after that they're sealed. So you get a lovely colour like this. This is their newest, that is bronze. But I've also seen a couple of custom colours over there. There's one for Simon Godziak. Disc bolts are drilled and then tapped before anodisation, but on the spoke holes, these are designed to work with Industry 9's very own aluminium spokes. These are drilled and tapped after, because those i9, here we go, these aluminium spokes over here are also anodised, and it needs a clean hole to go into. Two anode surfaces don't go well together, so that's why you can see they're lovely and shiny. 7075 aluminium spokes are made on a Swiss machine. You can see how they actually butt the end of the spoke, so they enlarge it, so that when the threads are rolled onto there, on other spokes, they'll be just using the wire of the spoke, and that makes a weak point. You can see how much bigger it is than the end of this one. These teeth on the drive ring are cut using an EDM, electrical discharge machine, and that makes it one of the most expensive parts of the rear hub because of the time it takes to manufacture. 24 hours for 50 parts, and that is about 2.5 parts per hour. These pawls are another part that's made on that EDM, and then you have the free hub body made up of a forged piece of 7075 aluminium. There's then machined and anodised as well, and that is an important part that goes together to make that recognisable Industry 9 sound. With 870 points of engagement in the rear hub during a single rotation, it gives you almost instant pickup when you start turning the pedals after coasting. On an e-mountain bike with the motor's built-in speed sensors, it can really make a difference on technical climbing when you want the power straight away to get up something technical. You react and the bike accelerates. Right, now you've seen how it's manufactured, let's talk about the specific changes from the original Hydra and the updates, starting with a 65% thicker axle. You see it's in this important bit that sits beneath the bearing on the drive side, so 65% thicker. They've added a radius there as well to give it more material in that spot. Then you have this simple little space that sits on top to give you a flat surface for the bearing to sit against. They've also put 2 strong bearings now, one on either side, to make sure you get that equality across both, nice and strong. Not only a thicker axle, but also the free hub has been overbuilt as well. So us e-bikers, we all have massive legs, I'm sure, but also motors as well. So we do test out rear hub's durability a bit. You can see, check out, that's an old one, this is a new one. So what they call the pull pocket. So these pulls, these things are spring loaded and they work with that drive ring. You can see how much bigger it is. There's much more surface area there and also pivots more as well. On the older one, with years of use, this little area there could almost become an egg shape, but there's so much more surface area here, that's not gonna happen. So bigger pulls with 1 extra tooth as well, and they're independently phased. If you look at it, if I spin it really slowly, you can actually see that in action. And that's why you get the noise, but it's also why you get that crazy quick engagement, 0.41 of a degree. Whilst I'm talking seals, because it is very important if you live somewhere like I do in the UK, maybe not in Asheville, but we get very wet, you probably do it actually, but they now have full contact radial lip seals and dust shields to keep all the muck out and also, really importantly, keep the grease in. So the aluminium spoke wheels are laced in this little zone over here. You can see the guys working at that table. Steel spokes laced by this machine over there. They then go through these 3 Holland machines to get tensioned up and then finished by hand just the other side. These all black wheels are OEM wheels, so they'll be going to bike manufacturers to become spec'd on those bikes. Over there hanging up, we've got the sort of off-the-shelf offerings, it could be in the post in a couple of days. And then we have loads of the custom colour stuff. There's all custom order, which you can do on the website, just choose any colours you want and go mad with it, and they take a couple of weeks to get to you. And you do have a lot of options, steel or aluminium spokes, and then carbon or alloy rims in all different types of categories. And that comes down to lots of different factors. So aluminium is cheaper, more budget friendly for sure. They can be fixed sometimes with a bodge with a spanner, and they give you a sort of a more of a flexy ride feel, I've got to say. Whereas carbon, more expensive, they do give you a super direct, really sort of rigid feel, and there is a lifetime warranty on these as well, and they're a little bit lighter. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that video. It's been really cool to visit Industry 9 and Asheville. It's been a while. I've been wanting to come here, so very cool to see how everything is made. But anyway, it's time to, fill my pockets and get on that flight back to England.